Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Crazy Women Country. Today we have the very talented Emily Brooke. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hiding away in my hoodie because it's freezing cold.
I love that. It's like such a good feeling, feeling all cozy.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
especially when you get home, like if you've been out for a night and you've had to be all dressed up and you come home and you just strip off straight into your pajamas. It's the
Yes.
best thing in the world.
Oh my gosh, it is. I am such like a cozy person to my core. I'm always in like t-shirt and like a big t-shirt and leggings or a hoodie and leggings. And the moment I get home from going out, immediately
Yeah.
pajamas or sweat set. Like there's no way I can stand it any longer.
Oh God, no. Yeah, you bear it outside, and then it's like, nope, straight into my tracksuit bottom.
Uh-huh.
Anything that's cozy. I've got one of these big. My brother bought me one of these big snuggle jumper. I think they were over Facebook, and you got a
Oh
huge,
yeah.
big front pocket. It's the best thing in the
Oh,
world. It's got a
those
huge
are
hood.
great.
You just get inside it, and me and the dog just
Yes.
hide in it. It's the best thing in the world. Yeah,
That's great.
definitely a snuggle buddy.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
there you go. Okay, so the first question, the hardest question you're probably ever going to be asked.
Oh
Who
gosh.
is Emily Brooke?
Ooh, fun.
Yes.
Um, I would say Emily Brooke is like me as an artist or overall encompassed
Whatever you want to tell us, whatever
thought.
you want the world to know about you.
Okay. Um, Emily Brooke is a country pop rock artist from South Florida. She is authentic and honest, sometimes too honest, maybe. Um, but I love being able to write and release music that can sometimes be scary authentic, where you really just let people in. And I think that it's one of my favorite things is being able to be so vulnerable and to know that I'm not the only one going through that.
Hmm, that's awesome. That is awesome. But
Thanks.
that's country music in a way, isn't it? I think out of all the genres out there, country music is one that is very, very honest. And people, I think, as an artist, you really do have to put yourself on your on the line to bring fans in because that's what they look for in an artist, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's what drew me to country music, the whole storytelling, there's always something behind it, whether it's something you're going through or something somebody else is going through. So, yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. So yeah, so tell us, you've just released an album last month, wasn't it? November? Yeah, November. Um, all of the pieces. Now it was unplugged. So what was it like doing an acoustic album rather than a full band album?
It was really fun, honestly. I knew that with this album, I wanted to do it as kind of like bare bones as possible, stripped back as possible, as much as possible. And
Mm.
I thought the best way to do that was to just to do it acoustic. And um, being independent also, like, cost is a thought in that as
Yeah,
well. So I was like, you know what? I think the best way to do this is like we will video film the songs at the same time that we record them.
yeah,
So like it was all done in one day, and it was a lot of pressure obviously because it's not like being in a studio where you can like cut in different pieces and do whatever. So
yeah.
yeah, but I know when I started doing music at a young age, I started when I was 9 and posting videos and stuff on YouTube, and, I know my fans are really drawn to and really love, like, hearing the, like, acoustic covers that I always do, And so I think that played a part in it as well, was to kind of go back to my roots a little bit and do something really broken down where it's not, produced all the way, where people can just like really dive into the music
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, definitely acoustic gives the song a whole new feel to it than when you're having a whole band behind it. Sometimes I think it gives it a lot more feeling because it's just
Exactly.
obviously just the artist, maybe one, one guitar or something like that, and then that's it. And it's, you definitely feel that emotion a lot more than having a full, I mean, not saying a full band's bad, but then having that whole full band behind you. Um,
That's so true. Yes.
you can really get into the song, so that's kind of awesome. Tell
Thanks.
me, some of the women that have inspired you, either in your family or in the world of music or
Ooh. So I started taking guitar lessons when I was 9 years old because it was actually really random. Like nobody in my family did music or was like, played an instrument or sang or anything like that. But Taylor Swift and Hannah Montana were like starting to skyrocket. And I just thought it was really cool that they were girls like near my age that played guitar. And so I was like, "Oh, I wanna take guitar lessons, like, that's really cool that they do that." And, so that's how it started, was the inspiration by them, and, like, Taylor Swift has had a big influence, like, I went to her concert when I was 11, and just seeing how it was one song that I didn't know at the time, and it was Long Live. And just everybody in this arena was singing it so loud that you couldn't even hear her singing.
wow.
It was
Mm,
like all these people just so into this song and nobody knew each other. And I thought that was so magical. And that was kind of
yeah.
like the moment that I was like, this is what I want to do. Like this is the dream. Like to have that feeling, like to be on stage and have everybody just not know each other, but everyone just like relate to a song so much. So I would say Taylor Swift was probably like the biggest like
Mm,
influence in my jumping into this career.
mm. I mean, she's an amazing human being. I mean, even if you're not a fan of her music,
Yeah,
the things that she does outside the music and how she helps people, you know, for someone of her
yeah,
age, and maturity. I mean, she's just amazing in that way. So yeah.
yeah. Oh gosh, it's
I think
awesome.
she's we need more women like her that are out there, what I mean, really showing the world that, I can still be this, I can still be a woman, but I can still be powerful. She can still do things
Yeah,
within,
exactly.
her
She's
own
like
person.
a superstar and then also getting like her doctorate from NYU. It's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
just showing off, but you know what I mean?
Right? No, for real. I'm like, how are you doing all of this?
Yeah, yeah. And I think, more women need to be able to see that, you can do this, you can still do everything, you can
Yeah,
still have what you want, it may not be the easiest, but you can do it. So that's awesome.
exactly. I love that.
Perfect. I love that. So tell us, what is your favorite song off the album and why? Ooh.
Ooh.
This is always hard. Everybody
Um,
finds these questions hard. It's like,
yeah. Gosh, I definitely have a top three, and there's 8 songs on the album, but um, goodness. I think I
okay.
have to say Why. It's the last song on the album.
Yep.
Um, so I wrote that one with a couple friends of mine, Mason Thornley and Jason Early, a couple years ago. And it was just one of those songs that's like always stuck out in my head. And I played it at tons of shows since I've written the song with them.
Mm,
And it's just one that I love playing out. It's so catchy and just so real. Um, that it was like it was just it's always in my set
yeah.
before it was released. And so I'm really excited because that one is being the last song on the album. It will also, fun fact, I'm re-releasing it as a fully produced single and pushing it as a single in the new year to kind of like
Ooh,
show where my music is going sonically. So very exciting.
awesome. That sounds good. That sounds good. We like that. We like that. More new music. It's all good. Always good. It's always good. So
Yeah.
what are your plans for 2025? And you've got what year we're going into.
Um, I feel like lots of plans. Definitely more music, more shows, just trying to really get out there in any way possible. But
Yeah,
started planning out the year of next year. So I'm really excited. Yeah, so
awesome.
lots of new things.
That's what we like to hear. That's what. Do you have? I've always wanted to ask this question, but I keep forgetting. Do you have one specific venue that you've played that you always love to go back to, or are you still sort of trying to, find your feet?
Ooh. There's a place in Long Island. I feel like that always sticks out to me, New York. And I'm not sure if it's still called this, but it was Penny Saver Amphitheater, and I got a really cool opportunity to play a big festival there,
Mm,
opening up for like Old Dominion and Russell Dickerson.
awesome.
And it was a really cool opportunity, and that was just probably also one of the largest venues that I've played.
Mm,
And it was so fun just having, the energy from the crowd and
yeah,
that type of caliber. So I feel like that's one that always sticks out to me is that show.
that's always cool. Yeah, 'cause I
Yeah.
suppose certain venues probably have different feelings to them. I mean, recently I saw Ashley McBride. Recently, I saw Ashley McBride at the start of the year, and it was quite a small area. It's quite a small venue, which was amazing because of course you're up close and personal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen other artists in at the O2 and stuff, and you have very different feels between them all. I mean, it must be amazing to play the
Yes.
big shows. But I suppose these smaller shows must have a lot more, feeling to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when
Yeah.
people are like there's a place in Nashville called the Listening Room Cafe, and people are there to listen to music. So like
Mm.
it's a restaurant, but it's like you can't talk. You have to like listen. And
Oh, wow.
so it's a really cool venue for like writers rounds and stuff like that where that's a more intimate venue, but
Yeah.
it's really cool because people are, it's like a focused show, I guess.
Awesome. That sounds really good, actually. I hate it when
Yeah.
you go to these places and people talk through and you're like, just
Yes.
listen to
Oh
the music.
gosh. It's so tough.
And it
It's
must be
so
really
tough.
tough for an artist to have people sitting and I'm like, seriously, just respect. Listen to the person. Just
Yeah. It's definitely like it drain at least for me, it drains me a lot like
Mm.
when because like you're giving so much like
Yeah,
performing and doing all of that that when like you're not getting anything back, it's very draining. So at the end
yeah,
of those kinds of shows, I'm just like depleted. So
yeah,
it always means the world when when people get involved and
yeah.
dance or sing or whatever.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I need to go to Nashville. I need a holiday in Nashville.
Yeah. Oh my
Santa
gosh,
Claus,
yes.
you listening to me? I need a holiday in Nashville. Awesome.
Definitely
Well,
come
this
in
has
like the
been
fall or spring. It's the most beautiful.
definitely. I've been there quite a few years ago, but I always seem to end up in Nashville with people who aren't country fans, and I'm like, it doesn't work because I'm like, oh my
Weird.
God. And they're like,
Yeah.
country music. I'm like, no, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah, you need to go with some country fans.
yeah, I need to turn up with country fans, but yeah,
Yeah.
so I need to get some better not better friends, but friends who are in the same music. That's what I
Yeah,
need.
yeah,
More travel buddies that like country music.
yeah. Exactly.
But there you go. Well, this has been fun, Emily. It's been great talking to you, and
Yeah, right back
we'll
at you.
no worries. We'll make sure all your links are below, and make sure you come back and check out Emily's 20 questions. It'll be fun. See you later, guys.
Thanks.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.